Today we'll look at how you can use Affinity files in Davinci Resolve. This is currently supported in Davinci Resolve 21 beta, so make sure you're on that version. And yes, this works in the free version of Davinci Resolve also. So I'm here in Affinity, and this is version 3. The free version you can download, so everything's free today. Let's just make a simple little design here. I'll select File, New. Let's make it, say, 2500 by 800 pixels. I'll press Create Document. And I'll make a simple little subscribe icon. So let's choose a shape here, round rectangle. Let's make it red. Let's choose the text tool, artistic text. Click and drag. We'll say subscribe now. Change the font. Make it white. And let's just add a little triangle to add a little variety too. Do that. Make it yellow. Rotate it. So we have a simple little project here. So now what I'll do is I'll save this. I'll select File, Save. And it's going to save as an AF file. That's the Affinity file format. Let's call it My Design. Save. Now I'm here in Affinity, and this is just a simple project I created. I just added a video clip to the timeline. And I'm on the edit page here. That's the page I prefer to edit on. Let's import our Affinity file. So up here I have the media pool enabled. That's this button here, media pool. So I'll right click, I'll say import media, and let's choose the My Design Affinity file. So I'll press open, and you can see it gets brought in. And what I can do is click and drag it onto my timeline. And now if I play, it's there just like a normal image. Now we can of course resize it and reposition it. So with it selected, you can turn on the inspector tab over here, and you can edit the settings here. But you can also go and enable editing on the canvas. So be sure to turn on this button down here, transform, so I'll click that. Now I can resize, reposition, I can fade in. You can do all the normal things you can do with an image. Now so far that's pretty nice, but we could have done all of this just by exporting with a PNG. But let's look at some of the real power of this feature. First is dynamic updating. Let's go back to Affinity. Let's say I want to change my design here. Maybe I want to say click like. I'll resize this. Let's make it yellow. Let's make the words black. Let's make this arrow white. Now I'll save it. I'll press Command S. Now if I go back to Davinci Resolve, once I start actually playing my video again, it automatically replaces it there. So I didn't even need to do anything. Once you move the playhead, it automatically refreshes. So that's a massive time saver. Now I've noticed that it won't actually update the thumbnail here. And if you have thumbnail view here, it won't update. That's kind of a minor inconvenience. But the good thing is that it does update dynamically on your canvas here. That saves a lot of time in exporting resources and re-importing them into your project. And by the way, you can do all the normal image things with this. For example, if I go to Effects, I can search for drop shadow. Click and drag onto it. There's a shadow. I could even add transition, so let me turn off the fade effect. Let's go to video transitions here. With it selected. I could do a push effect, so let's drag that on there. So it pushes it on like so. And you can go use the other transitions you like as well. Now there's one more really cool feature I want to show you. But first, if you're new to Affinity and want to learn more about it, check out my beginner course. It covers all the fundamentals of this program from the ground up. Photos, vectors, text, layouts, adjustments, and more. No experience in design software is required. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now for the final cool feature I was telling you about. And this is the ability to split our Affinity composition into separate layers. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look. I'll select my Affinity clip here. I'll right click on it. And I'll choose Split Layers in Place. So I'll click this. And notice what happened on my timeline. Each of these elements is now a separate layer. And in fact, if I select one, like the arrow here, I can move it around separately. The text is separate, the background is separate. What it did is took all those separate layers in my Affinity document and put them into separate layers in Davinci. Now keep in mind when you do this, it will not dynamically update your changes anymore. You're basically committing to each of these layers as a separate image. If you want to have new Affinity changes reflect in your document, you'd have to redrag it onto your timeline. But still, I think this is a pretty cool feature for breaking down your composition into individual elements. And then you could animate these separately however you like. I will say that sometimes if you add complicated effects into your Affinity documents, they might not separate correctly in Davinci Resolve. So for example, if I have an image like this will probably work well. I have an image, text, a circle. But if I do something like add an adjustment, let's go down here and select adjustments, and I'll do, say, recolor. So now everything looks red. Let's save this. File, save as. I'll call it My Design 2. Let's bring it into Davinci, import media, My Design 2. I'll bring it in. It looks fine. It works perfectly well when you keep it together. But if I right click on this and I say split layers in place, it is going to lose some of those effects. You can see the red filter is gone now. So just keep in mind that if you're using more advanced effects, they might not split out into the layers correctly. Now by the way, one more thing, if you want to actually have a white background behind your image, let's go back to Affinity. You can just select the rectangle here. Let's choose Rectangle Tool. I'll click. Let's make it actually white. Put it behind everything. I'll delete this other adjustment. So now I have a white rectangle behind my whole image. That's what it looks like if it was green. Let's make it white. I'll save this. And if I go back to Davinci Resolve, if I move the playhead, I have the white background there now. Do you think this new feature in Davinci Resolve is useful? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're new to Affinity, be sure to check out my course. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.